I'm in Wayzata, Minnesota today, and I decided, well, you know what? It's time for a virtual tour. So stay right there. Hey everyone, I'm Nick Sondal with Acta Homes, and this is Minneapolis Living. I make videos about moving to the Twin Cities and living here. And the only thing I like more than making these videos is helping people realize their dream of home ownership. So if that's you, you gotta reach out. You can call, text, email, slide into my DMs if you so choose, but I'd love to start that conversation with you. Now, on to the tour. Wayzata, Minnesota is located about 9 miles west of downtown Minneapolis. And the coolest part about this town is its small town feel. Even as you enter Wayzata, you see a strip mall like this and it feels like it's in a smaller community. And Wayzata overall only covers about 4 square miles. And the population isn't exactly huge considering we're sitting in the largest county in terms of population in the entire state, Hennepin County. So Wayzata has a very affluent aspect to it. And you'll find that when you come here, if you want to go shopping, lots of specialty stores, high-end type boutiques, things of that nature. So we're going to move on to step 2, and those are the points of interest. And I've got a few for you and one huge one. Okay, that quick shot down Lake Street in downtown Wayzata brought me here, and that's the Wayzata train depot. And why is this really a point of interest? Well, it's significant because James J. Hill, who ran the Great Northern Railroad, actually built this for the city of Wayzata after the city sued him for cutting off our greatest point of interest and the whole reason why people come to Wayzata and want to be out here, and that's Lake Minnetonka. That is the #1 feature basically in Hennepin County, let alone in Wayzata, and it sits on the easternmost coast of Lake Minnetonka. Lake Minnetonka is the place to be all summer long, whether you want to fish, water ski, wakeboard. There's tons of fishing tournaments. There's all sorts of little bars and restaurants that are scattered around the lake, and it's essentially a party all summer long. One point I want to make is 4th of July, and that's out on Big Island. It's a huge party. It makes a massive mess that the association of the lake needs to clean up. And, you know, if you want to try it once, go for it. But I'm going to be honest with you. You may catch something if you decide to party there. So, Lake Minnetonka, the #1 point of interest in the city of Wayzata. I'm gonna head over to Plymouth, Minnesota. And why would I go there? Well, the Wayzata School District is up next. And the high school isn't actually in Wayzata, it's in Plymouth. So let's head over. So the city of Wayzata really doesn't have its own school system. It has a school district that's named after it, and that's the Wayzata School District. I'm actually standing outside of Wayzata Senior High School, home of the Trojans. The Wayzata School District makes up 13 total schools. It's 9 elementary schools, and that's K through 5. Middle schools, 3 of them, and that's 6 through 8. And then, of course, the high school here. And there's only one high school in the whole entire district, and that's 9 through 12. But this is a massive campus. So let's take a quick look around. Now, as you can see, it's a massive campus and they've got a ton of amenities, and there's a reason for it. It's the tax base. And that leads us to the fourth category in our video tour, and that's affordability. So full disclosure, I left my notes back at the office, so I have to film here. And I'm going to be doing a little bit of a side-by-side. So you're gonna see a bit of a drive-through of Wayzata, and then I'm gonna talk about affordability, which leads me to kind of the stats of what it looks like in terms of the housing. As you can see, the houses are very wide-ranging in terms of style. A lot of these houses, especially the older ones, could be upwards of 100 years old. And in all honesty, they're just waiting for their time to be torn down and turned into new luxury properties, because the average sale price in Wayzata is $768,000. That is more than twice the greater Twin Cities metro area, which sits at around $305,000. Now, if you're just looking for Wayzata schools, expect to pay an average price around $510,000. So while you get a little bit of a break compared to Wayzata proper, it is still significantly more than what you would pay in the greater Twin Cities metro area. Now, the month supply, we're over 5 months supply in Wayzata, which is significantly more than the Twin Cities at 1.8 months. So we're much more of a balanced market in Wayzata than that is Twin Cities. Twin Cities has a really low inventory, which is also driving property values. And then the percentage of original list price, where the Twin Cities is getting 100%. If you list your house in almost anywhere in the Twin Cities, you're gonna get 100%. In Wayzata, it's about 96%. So you get a little bit of a discount, but that really lends itself to more of the luxury market and the reasons why. As you get into $600,000+ in the greater metro area even, you're never gonna get 100%, or very rarely. So, like I mentioned, the city of Wayzata proper is significantly more expensive than what you're going to find in the Twin Cities. The rental market, however, really falls in line with what you would find in almost any other community. If you're looking at 1 bedroom or 2 bedroom, it's anywhere between $900 and $1,300 a month. These are older apartment complexes. They're not state-of-the-art like you'd find in some other communities, mostly because they just don't have the space to build them, nor does the community really need them or want them, for that matter. So when you're talking about rental properties, there's not a huge desirability factor in terms of the rental market in Wayzata, and the majority of the properties that are for rent are single-family homes. And if you look at those price points, your rent is going to be $3,000 upwards of $8,000 a month, which prices out a vast majority of people. Hey, you finding value in this video? Make sure you smash that like button, leave a comment, but don't forget to subscribe. Now, my 2 favorite hot spots here in downtown Wayzata. One, it's right here, it's Grocer's Table. Grocer's Table is this cute little cafe that does wonderful coffee, perfect pastries, and all sorts of different little housewares things that you can pick up. But if you love that cafe vibe and you like dining on some sweets, you gotta hit up Grocer's Table. And my second favorite, actually, it's not number 2, it is actually number 1 on the list, but I left it for last. It's right across the street, and it's McCormick's Pub. All right, this place is awesome. Honestly, my favorite thing about it, it's one dish. It's the steak and eggs at brunch. Dude, I don't know if there's a better deal in town, but whether you live in Wayzata, whether you moved to Wayzata, or you're just visiting, check out McCormick's. This is Minneapolis Living. I really appreciate you watching. Please stay safe, please stay healthy, and I'll see you next time.